So when I entered that cell, I knew that God has a plan. I often travel because of my duties with ILI, and we have wonderful stories that happen. And I had an experience recently, this History Maker journey. We prayed, we mobilized the team, and while we were traveling, we happened to be at the border. We reached that nation. The custom officer at the border told me, "You will not enter the country." And I was like, what is happening? And it is a nation where sometimes Christians are being persecuted. And I started explaining to the customer officer that I'm coming for the training to be a blessing for the country. And he said, "You're going to sleep there." And I prayed and I said, "Lord, if it is your will, I will sleep in jail." And I was happy because I started seeing it, projecting myself in the apostles, where they were beaten, they were persecuted. Some of them, they slept in jails for the cause of the gospel. And I consider myself a privilege to be in the suffering of Jesus Christ. So when I entered that cell, I knew that God has a plan. And I saw 4 young boys. And there was a young lady there. They were just there waiting for the court to go to prison. And I told them about the love of Christ. And I told them what I was doing in life. And I said, God brought me here to bring you hope, because Jesus is the hope of life. And I know that Jesus wants to save your life. And they gave their life to Christ. And we prayed for them. In the following morning, I had to meet with the customer officer. And I told him that God had a plan. Everything works together for those who love God. And I knew that God sent me here to meet these people and for them to give their life to Christ.